The short answer question is part of Section 1, Part B of the AP US History exam. You will have 40 minutes to respond to 3 questions, which is just over 13 minutes per question. You must answer questions 1 and 2, but you get to choose between question 3 or 4. This section counts 20% of the exam score. This page will give you information about what to expect on all 4 questions on the AP US History exam. To earn credit, you must write a concise and clear response that focuses on demonstrating your historical knowledge and ability to describe and explain historical topics effectively. You must use specific examples and evidence from the time period in question to support your response. Keep in mind of grammar and spelling errors, but do not overly stress about minor mistakes as long as they do not obscure your content knowledge and argument. You want to be sure to follow these steps when answering the short answer question. Restate the prompt. This is one section of the AP exam where you can use the prompt as your sentence starter. Provide a brief context for the historical topic mentioned in the prompt. Then be sure to include a description. Provide something that is relevant to the specific content, such as a specific event, person, or concept. You also want to be sure that you explain how or why the description provided relates to the topic of the prompt. Be sure to explain cause and effect or comparison if that is the requirement of the prompt. And you always want to make sure that your responses are historically accurate. Review all the questions, analyze the sources, and create an outline before you begin writing your responses. So with your outline, you want to make sure that you identify the historical thinking skill. In this case, it's cause and effect. What was the factor that increased tension between Britain and its colonies, and what effect did this have in leading to the Revolutionary War? Then, after reading A, B, and C, you want to go ahead and start creating your outline. So, for this particular example, for Part A, I'm going to select westward expansion as one of the events that led to the Revolutionary War. Another is no taxation without representation. And finally, common sense. And notice that they're in chronological order. Then I want to just go ahead and write a real quick outline with some specific details. So tensions began following the 7 Years' War with Proclamation 1763, preventing colonists from migrating westward, angered colonists because colonists fought for the land and it appeared Britain was on the side of Native Americans. I want to do that for each one of these specific examples. Now I'm going to use my outline to write a really good response. So for Part A, where westward expansion is kind of my broad topic and the Proclamation 1763 is my specific event that I'm going to use, I'm going to take my outline and respond to A, beginning with the prompt as my sentence starter. One factor that increased tension between Great Britain and its North American colonies in the period 1763 to 1776 was the Proclamation of 1763. Now I need to describe what that was. Following the 7 Years' War, Parliament passed Proclamation 1763 in response to Pontiac's rebellion. This prevented colonists from migrating west beyond the Appalachian Mountains. Now I need to explain what the effect of this was in the relationship between Great Britain and how it helped lead to the American Revolution. Colonists were angered by the restrictions because they had fought for the land and it appeared Britain was taking the side of the Native Americans. And I will continue with B and C following the same format that I just did for A. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and use the same SAQ prompts that I had shown you in this video. Yet instead of the topics that I had used, I want you to try salutary neglect, colonial confrontation like the Boston Tea Party, and Enlightenment ideas. Write your SAQs just like I modeled in this video for both A, B, and C. Once you're finished, feel free to share your SAQ responses with me and we can go over them together. Good luck and strive for 5.